Welcome everyone to another Rimworld mod showcase. This time we're looking at the mod Insulation by a man named Tailor. I hope I pronounced that right. If not, I am terribly sorry. So this mod offers a variety of insulated walls that you can see here. These insulation range from Biomass, Fibres, Hyper, and Polymer. So if we look at the research here, we'll see that there's only 4 different kinds of research, which are fairly cheap. However, if we look in the butchering table, this makes the first kind biomass, which is made from hay. And then moving on to the tailoring bench, you see that the second level, fibers, is made from cloth, and then the last 2 are made in the Biorefinery. One takes chem fuel, and the other takes Hyperweave, Plasteel, and Neutroamine. So depending on your circumstances and of course, whether or not you're early game or late game depends on which one you're going to be building. So I have 2 different kinds of setups here, each staggering to see which one it really is better. So this one here has 3 heaters, all kind of heating their own room. Same with this one, and then this one here. As you can see, it's negative 55 degrees Fahrenheit right now. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go here and do 10 times cold snap, and we're going to see these things really kind of shine. So we have just our basic wooden wall here. Now keep in mind these are all made out of wool as well. Oh, we had a wanderer join. Okay. So let's just kind of watch the tight spaces. As you can see, they're all holding within 70 degrees at negative 370 degrees Fahrenheit. Even this one here is actually doing particularly well for it being this cold, and so is this. Now these walls are made from fibers, and like I said, you got 1 wall thick there, and there compared to 3 wall thick there. So whether or not it's actually better is hard to say how to build, but if you're playing at this kind of extreme temperatures, either way, you need to be very careful, and I'm sure you're going to be mindful of your space, because you don't want it to be negative 200 in there. So this is how it reacts with the cold weather, and I don't think it's going to change anymore. It does not look like it. So like I was saying, it really just depends on your preference on how you want to build. Albeit, I prefer this style here because then you could have, your living quarters here and then separate into different rooms from there. Kind of have your production in a little bit colder of an area. It's not that important. Now keep in mind though that, these heaters, they lose effectiveness throughout different rooms. So if you use this style here and block it up into various different rooms, your heaters are not going to be as efficient. So we're going to wait until all these cold snaps are over, and then we're going to see how it reacts to the heat. Okay, all the cold snaps are over, and now we're doing heat waves here. I went ahead and put passive coolers, and I think I got fuel in all of them. Because at the temperatures we're going to reach here, air conditioners are going to be completely useless, so passive coolers are going to be their friend there. So we're going to sit here and watch these go from negative values to that is extremely hot. Looks like we got a dry thunderstorm as well. So far, everything seems to be holding pretty good. Now, out here, it is getting fairly warm. It's getting fairly warm there as well. But for the most part, everything's staying right around 70 degrees in the areas that you would live. Now keep in mind, it is 331 degrees Fahrenheit outside. So the fact that 2 passive coolers are keeping this size room perfectly cool and 6 this side room is quite impressive. In fact, there's only 2 in this room here, and it's keeping it perfectly cool. And same with this room. There's also 2 in just your standard wooden wall here. Now, these walls are also dependent upon various building materials, because you can build them out of pretty much any material that you want. For example, you have your auto insulated auto doors here made out of any kind of material that you have, and it even goes into modded materials. I haven't tested all of them, but it does mostly do most of them. But anyway, this is just a short little mod spotlight of the insulation mod. As you can see, it just depends on your personal playstyle whenever you reach these extreme temperatures. If you like what you see, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, whichever one you prefer. And if you would like to see me cover a mod, let me know in the comments below. Thank you and have a wonderful day.